I do also want to note the availability of this high frequency 5G service. So if you are in Canada, it's not going to be relevant as of yet. So there is no active high band 5G available to the public at the moment in Canada. It is available in the USA if you're in a major center, let's say like New York or Los Angeles. There are maps online from some of the major cellular carriers like Verizon and AT&T. So if you're looking to get an idea of, where you're more likely to pick up those kinds of signals or where there are installations, usually you can reference those maps to get a good idea. But basically, those cell antennas, they're going to be installed near densely populated areas or places where, there's going to be large gatherings of people. So any major airports, university campuses, event stadiums, again, for those, really fast download and upload speeds. So this is a really good meter to, just determine, do I have any exposure to this high frequency range? And I guess, sorry, something I forgot to mention earlier, if you have a cell phone, the only way to really access the service is if you have a phone with a 5G high frequency antenna in it. So if you're using, let's say, an iPhone Model X, from a few years ago, it's not going to have that antenna built in. You have to find ones that specifically have that high frequency antenna built in.
Tyler, sorry to interrupt one more time. So I'm happy you raised this question because I have seen, and I understand the whole public use, right, that officially maybe it's not out there, but people, like I was at a housewarming party last year and I saw a guy at his iPhone, and it said 5G right on the phone. So, you know what I mean? Like instead of having 4G on the top, it had 5G. So is that because of his carrier that maybe it's, or is it just, you know what I mean? Like,
great question. And yeah, sorry, that may have been something I overlooked for this presentation, but basically there are different frequency bands that are used for the 5G network. You can break it down by low, medium, and high frequency bands.
Oh, sorry. You're talking about high frequency. Okay. Yeah. I got
it. And no, that raises a really good point, Roman. So the overwhelming majority of the 5G network that you're likely to encounter, it's actually going to be in the low and mid band ranges. And that is something that you would be able to pick up with a meter like the Safe and Sound Pro 2, like the Safe and Sound Classic 3. Even the Cornet, you're able to pick up the emissions in those ranges. Generally, low and mid band covers about 600 megahertz to 6 gigahertz. So the majority of 5G that you're likely looking at in the US and Canada, it is going to be something that you can pick up with one of those less expensive meters.